Fuck with the grabber and all that. Oh yeah.
You know that. What?
I like that.
Grabber. All right. Welcome to Baba Sucia. And
Geezly,
today,
thank you for having me. What's up?
yo,
Talk to me nice.
and
Don't talk
today,
at all.
yeah.
Yeah.
But today, who do we have here today?
We have Geezly, the hottest of the hottest. You know?
Okay. Hottest of the hottest. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
But how do I get started with this? I always tell people this whenever I bring them onto the podcast. I like to ask them this question: who is Geezly?
Geezly is a girl from the Bronx. Gangsta bitch ass fat and I got a gun too. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. So you say you're from the Bronx. So let's get started with like the nooks and the cranny of everything where it all started. Tell us about a young Geezly.
Young Geezly? Nah, Young Geezly was a baseball player.
Oh, so you was an athlete?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Girl, I took you for like
Only girl on the team playing hardball. I get it together.
Nah, how I took you for like I was like, nah, she may not be into like sports like that, cause like she was like, cause you mentioned prior like that you really good with like you was like good with academics, so I was like I took it as like
Yeah, I'm like a boy in a girl's body, literally. So I started with baseball, whatever. Only girl on the team, traveling, going on tournaments, all that.
Damn, yeah.
Then like after the years, I switched to dirt bikes. I got my first dirt bike, a KX85.
Okay. I'm not really big fan of bikes, but not because I just don't like riding them, but I like seeing them. So it's a big difference. I don't know.
Yeah, I was really outside though with the pack. I wasn't just riding in the mountains or something. I was outside in these streets, New York City, donde se pone picante de verdad, oíste.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it went to rapping.
Wait. Let's get to the beginning part. So you was an athlete growing up and all that. So how did you get into the sports? Who got you into that?
I just always liked baseball since little. And yeah, my dad always watched baseball, made me watch the game with him all the time. So, you feel me? That was what it was. And then I started going to the batting cages. Then I got into my first team. It was an all-boys team. I was the only girl. I was second base, starting second base, not on the bench. I say it right. Starting second baseman, and I would play catcher sometimes too. Okay. Them niggas was pitching 75. No mercy for Geezly. No mercy.
No mercy, yeah. That's normally how it is if you're gonna be playing the sport.
Yeah. That's why I had to play it 2 times harder.
That's how it is. That's how it is sometimes. But how was it like growing up in the Bronx? Was it like everybody always tells me like that?
Different, like us in the Bronx is different. Like when you from the Bronx, you built different from everybody else. Like I don't know if you could tell, but it's just like a different vibe. We a vibe.
Yeah, sleeve.
We a vibe. Like it's just different with us. Like,
nah, it definitely is a vibe. Yeah, I definitely got it. Cause it's like I feel like the difference between like the Bronx, Brooklyn, everybody you can clearly see a big difference.
Yeah, there's definitely a difference in each borough. That's like when niggas be like, "Oh, I'm from New York." Like, nigga, where in New York? Yeah. You from Brooklyn? You from the Bronx? You gotta say where you from because it's like you gotta specify.
Yeah, and like me when they used to ask me, they're like, "Where you from in New York?" I was like, "I'm from the Heights."
Like people say we got an accent. You think we got an accent? Keep it above.
I grew up here, so like I kind of I had it. Like I'm a weird one that you can't really like. You can ask me, but like I kind of have a little bit of the same accent too. Right. So.
A lot of people like out of town and shit. They be like, "Yo, you from the Bronx? You got that accent, right? Strong accent." I'll be like, "What? What accent?"
Bronx accent. Like, yeah, I kind of do. But growing up in the Bronx, so how was it for you though? Was it a little bit crazy? Like,
I mean, it was typical like house parties and shit. We do a lot of house parties. I was kind of on lock till like my mom had me on smash till probably like 15. 16. But I would sneak out and go. Tú
So she
sabes,
knows
hay
what's
que
up,
cuidar
nigga.
esta lechita.
you know your mom knew what was up. Your mom, yo, she
Yeah,
did.
you feel me?
She
So
tried her best. She tried her best.
she definitely did. She definitely did. It was me. It wasn't you, Ma. It was me.
It wasn't you, I promise.
But not house parties.
Mhm.
Like I don't know. Like I was really into sports, so like I really wasn't really fucking around too much. You feel
It was
me?
like
I
a
had to be
job.
on my A game in school. I had to have my grades good because if not, I get kicked off the team. You feel me? Clinton baseball. Shout out to them.
So you was like academically, like gifted.
Yeah, I was on honor roll till I was like, I say when I graduated middle school, going into high school. When I started going into high school, my whole life changed. I keep it a buck.
Why you say that? What happened during high school? What you do during high school?
So many things. Just going into high school. You 14 when you're going into your freshman year, right?
No, I was old as shit. I failed a few years.
Nah,
so like,
I ain't never
was
failed.
that
Like I
one
said, I
dummy.
was always on honor roll, so my shit was
man.
always on point. But
Dummy over here.
yeah, it was different for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tell you why. I don't really talk about my personal life
Mm-hmm.
on this type of shit, but I got pregnant. 14. I went into high school pregnant. And I didn't know I was pregnant until I was 6 months.
So how was that? How was that experience like? Because I know it must have been like a little crazy. Because I know how it is when you're in high school and everybody finds out that,
especially the freshman,
shit.
like a new freshman, like
And everybody's like, oh man, like yo. Like,
nah, like honestly, everybody was supportive.
well, here in Jersey, they're fucking assholes over there. Like they dickheads over
They
there.
ain't doing that. Like niggas
Nah.
know, niggas know.
So wait, so it was different over there, over here. So how were they like supportive with you?
Like a lot of people me cogió cariño. They would take care of me, like in the hallways, because the hallways, like between classes, it would get crazy, and there was a lot of beef, a lot of static. Like the patria niggas with the blood niggas, they used to go crazy, killing each other with the locks in the sock. Bow, crazy shit. So it was a lot of that happening. So I had a lot of people like walk with me in the hallways, give me like sit me in a special chair, like little shit. You feel me?
Yeah,
I appreciate.
yo, she's walking down the hallway. Move.
I appreciate it. Yeah, you feel me? They held it down, but other than that, like I didn't get judged like that. There was probably a few little haters and shit, but you know that's regular. That ain't about nothing.
Okay, so as you was going through high school and all that, how did you manage to do both? Be a mom and be like a high school student. How you even manage?
Well,
that shit's tough. That's hard as hell.
Yeah, especially when you only 14.
Give you props.
I had him at 14. Like I'm still a kid. You feel me?
I give you props for that.
Old, like,
yeah.
But thank God I have my mom. I got his dad, his family, whatever. But the way I managed that was because they gave me a 6-week break from school, maternity leave, to have the baby, be with him or whatever. My school, the funny, ironic shit is that school specifically, Clinton High School, has a daycare in it. Because I guess there was a lot of young moms at the time. So they have a daycare on the first floor, and you go to your classes, and you come down, you get your kid, and you go home. So that's how I managed. I would go to school with my kid.
Shit, you gotta get it done how you gotta get it done.
Yeah,
shit.
But I got it done, and then eventually I just stopped going to school. I ain't even gonna lie. They kicked me out of that shit. They sent me to an alternative school. You know what's alternative school? Like
the ones that like, it's like you get your GED and you out, right? Type shit?
Not a GED.
Or like
those are like when niggas is tired of you, they throw you over there, and that's like a high school equivalency. It's like some other shit, but I didn't even finish that. Like I just always knew school wasn't for me. Like it just wasn't.
Yeah, that was the same concept. I knew school wasn't for me, but I was forced to because I had no other choice. I can't sing or dance, so that was shit out of luck.
Discover your talent, gang.
And my talent is to talk like a motherfucker. That's
there you
all.
go.
I could do that shit for days.
And that's what works for you.
Yeah, but nah. So growing up through that time, so what went after that though? After like
after that, I just took the streets and I started going into the baseball. Like outside of school. Now I had like a private team.
Oh, so you continued playing after? Like, oh shit. So you continuously took it like you was trying to go somewhere.
I was trying to be the first girl in the MLB. The first one. I was gonna break the record. I was almost there too. I got a scholarship and all that to Florida State when I was in 10th grade. But I flopped that. So and after that, I just stopped the baseball because it was getting boring already to me. I was really in it. Like I had tobacco in my mouth.
That you want tobacco and shit in your mouth.
I was crazy, but that was my thing. And now I just started going to the streets. I started going parties. I started get into my first clubs, and the streets took over.
And from
That's
there,
when Geezly was born.
that's when you jumped off the porch.
You feel me?
How people use the terminology. Yeah, she jumped off the porch. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he nothing. I started freestyling, smoking, drinking, going out, being in the club, and it led me to this, to rapping.
So, the freestyling part. Talk to me about that. How did it start? Who told you to start rapping? Who was that one friend that was like, yo, my nigga, you need to start rapping. Like, get your ass. Yo, you got the bars, my nigga. Yo.
Well, I was a bartender. I was 21.
Mm-hmm.
I was a bartender in some little spot in Dykeman called Siete Tacos. If you know, you know. I will always, it was like a little small spot. So I would control the computer that would play the music. And it was me and my best friend working at the time behind the bar. Mm-hmm. So we would just play beats and shit. And I would just start rapping. Like when it was dead, and there was nobody there, I would just start, let me write a freestyle. And I did one for fun, tu sabes? And I performed it in the spot and I posted it. But for fun, not thinking nothing, not saying I'm a rapper, none of that. And niggas was jacking it. Mm-hmm. Niggas was jacking it. Then I had my man's Hoffa. He's locked up right now, free Hoffa. He used to pull up on me all the time. And he was like, yo, let's go to the studio. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to no studio. That's not me. And he was like, bro, go to the studio. So I went, I did my first song, and that's it. It was up from there.
And then from there, you started putting together your music. What was the first song?
That's when I dropped my first freestyle called Act Up. You know the City Girls, Act Up? Mm-hmm. I did my version.
Love the City Girls.
And they started calling me. They put me to perform in the club, and it was over. Like, that's it. Pa mí, yo soy artista, ya, olvídate.
And then how was that first performance, like, just going on stage? How does that feel?
My heart was beating out my ass. I'm not even gonna lie. My heart was like this. But I knew it. Like, I knew that I got it. Like, I was like, you know what? I got this. But once I grabbed the mic and I got up this, and like, all that shit went away, and I did that.
Felt like you was like, damn.
Everybody was jacking me. The whole crowd was, active with Geezly. And yeah.
That shit must have been like, oh shit, like one of those moments that like damn.
It surprised me. Like, I surprised myself at that moment.
Did you feel like it was probably very surreal too? Like you probably was saying like, oh shit. And then from like those performances, then you started probably catching people's eye, right?
Yes. That's when everybody started looking and seeing. I had to keep posting more freestyles, and then
Man. You know what's crazy though?
You just gotta be consistent.
You know the craziest thing? What? I started thinking, but like I was watching your content and I was like, yo, I swear to God, you had me fooled. I was like, yo, how can somebody look Dominican but not be Dominican, my nigga? Like that shit. I know. It was just like your swag.
Even think I look Dominican.
No, this is what it was. Your swag is very like Dominican, and then like I started doing like like I was just like searching things up and shit, and I was like, oh damn, it makes sense. Like when you're talking about like your nanny.
Oh yeah, my baby said, Mari, te quiero siempre.
So it was like I was like, and like she taught you about our crazy ass culture and beautiful crazy ass culture and shit.
She told me how to season that meat. She told me how to make the sofrito, all that.
Yeah.
You feel me? All that. She told me how to clean, de verdad, cómo ser mujer, cómo lavar los panties, everything. Dime.
The soap and everything, like the soap and the whole shit, yo. Oh man, yo, I be explaining that shit to females. I'm like, yo, you gotta watch it like that, yo. That's how you do it, yo. That's how you gotta fucking do it. You gotta let it hang. You gotta let it breathe, yo. But but the reason why I ask is because like I see a lot of your culture is very like it's like the first I could say this like because I haven't seen this shit a lot. You really don't. And I think that's like your lane and your own like single-handed like avenue that you got going is that you got that Spanglish shit on lock.
Right.
And I be like looking at it, I'm like, yo, like, damn, like hold up, this shit is fire. Like, and I see like you got like the culture of like the Dominican culture kind of like that you learn, like that you literally you basically was like criar.
Right.
In that type of culture and stuff. Exactly. So it's like you got to see how it is so you understand. And it's like, like we cousins because like we islands.
Claro,
so like, it's like we cousins. So it's always like when you see like people appreciate your culture and they do it the proper way and they're appreciating it. Like I seen that you like took trips out there and you worked with a lot of people out there like Rochy and shit, which is wild. Like, yo, that's
Ahora
like
tú
I was watching that
sabes.
shit, I was like, yo, oh
Te va a
shit.
hacer más, quiero más Ruleteo está pegado, 4.7 mil. Go tune in to my YouTube. And yeah.
But I got some questions about that. How did that all
Ask away.
how did that all assemble from like beginning till end? How did that all happen?
Keep it a buck. I did Ruleteo by myself. The whole song, 2 verses, full song, me by myself.
And then from there.
And then I was like, and it had a different beat and all that. It had a different beat. And like the song was just too fire. I was like, I can't drop this. Like, we got to put somebody on this. You feel me? I want to make it big with this song. You feel me? So, ahí llamó Yomel, que se quería montar. And then Tivi también wanted to get on. He called. Y después Rochy llamó a Tivi. Pero before that, it was just me, Rochy. It was just me, Yomel, and Tivi.
Mm-hmm.
We did the song and we did the video. Feel me? But the behind the scenes of the video went so viral that Rochy saw it. He was like, yo, I like that song. I need to get on that song. So he called Tivi. He was like, woo, que manden todo, que yo voy a montar la voz. And that's what happened. Yo voy a montar la Demente también. And that's what happened. And then we did the video again. And basically just mixed scenes from the old video and the newer video. And put it together. Y un palo, as you can see. Gracias a Dios y gracias a ustedes por estar apoyando la loca siempre. Yeah.
So damn, that's wild as hell. So you building all these connections and all these, like, basically all these hits. But I see that in this past year, you were really busy. Like, you dropped a few singles and you dropped an album.
I dropped the EP, facts.
The EP, yo.
Dentro y fuera.
Well, EP, yeah, the album. EP.
Dentro y fuera is like inside out.
Mm-hmm.
What's the vibe you get when you hear that? When you hear it, dentro y fuera, what do you think? What comes to your head?
I don't know, man. Like,
keep it a buck. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. I see you a little nervous over there.
Nah, I ain't scared. It's just like, yo,
what come dentro y fuera?
Dentro y fuera. Like, in and out, I don't know. Like,
but what?
Like, yo, you know what's up, yeah?
All right, but let me tell you.
What's the story behind it?
Dentro y fuera tiene doble sentido. It got two meanings.
Mm-hmm.
It got that meaning, the dentro y fuera, y también tiene dentro y fuera de mi corazón para afuera.
Mm-hmm.
Yo tengo vaina de perrería, pero también tengo vaina de sentimiento. You feel me?
Would you say you like an alpha female type?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. How you know?
Because I could tell. He was like, oh, I was trying to play in the MLB. Like, not softball. I'm not trying to play softball. I'm trying to play them. I was like, oh, shit. Come on, yo. Like, damn, she might be like, yo, like, calm the fuck down. Be like, oh, shit. Man. Not bad.
Yeah.
But you also look like, although, like, outside, you'll be like the alpha female and shit. You'll be like, yo, like, low key, you be like when you back at home, it's just like, like, yo, what's
definitely,
up?
because you got Geezly and then you got Sam.
Oh.
You feel me? Geezly is the Geezly, but Sam is a whole different person. Like, I'm real chill, tranquila. I like to be lovey and give love and sweet, and, you know, like that. Yeah.
Makes sense. Mm-hmm. So is that like what you showed in this album?
I show both of them. I show Geezly and Sam.
What's one of like your favorite songs in the album?
One of my favorite songs is very underrated. It's called Recuerdo. Recuerdo is like it's from Sam, not from Geezly. And it's just about, you know, little stuff that happened in the past and experiences and how I progressed and shit like that. It was a little personal. So, yeah.
So,
and Promesa too, as well. Promesa, another trap, very personal.
I was okay gonna ask you if you like that one too.
Well, hell yeah, that was one of my favorite ones too.
Explain.
That song was like, it's just a little bit how, like, when you start, you don't know what you want to do with your life. Like, you don't got no guidance, you don't know where to start, you don't got no resources. But then you just take your steps and you learn as you go, and No matter what niggas try to tell you, try to bring you down, you just slap them to the side and you tunnel vision. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And being a rapper is like, it's like fucking. They be saying like, yo, like French Montana says, like being a rapper is like trying to make it into the NBA. You have a better chance going into the NBA than rapping, and rapping is like really hard. So when you got it, you got it. So
Exactly.
and you always gonna have people always trying to bring you down and shit.
And dedicated. Feel me?
So how do you deal with that, like with haters and shit, and bringing them down and shit? I mean, like when they try to bring you down and shit.
I don't deal with it. I block it. I don't even entertain it. I don't stress myself. I don't let it get to me. Because I've dealt with this my whole life. It's been regular shit for me since fucking elementary school. Bitches always been hating on Geezly. Always for no reason. For no reason. So it's like, that's why. I'm like numb to it. Like, all right, whatever. Another mad bitch on the list. Or another mad nigga on the list. You feel me? I don't let it get to me. So I don't deal with it. Keep it a buck.
What's been like a moment that, all right, so now that you're getting like all this fame and stuff, right? What's one of the moments that you've had that you're like, damn, this shit ain't what it was. Nigga, like, I thought it was gonna be this shit, but this shit ain't this. Or like, I thought this nigga was gonna be tall and this nigga turned out to be like 5'7".
One of the challenges I did have at first was like stopping a lot of things. Not stopping a lot of things, but like keeping myself exclusive. Not going to certain places anymore. Like I used to. You feel me? Not just going to the spot, having a drink with my girls. I can't do that no more. You feel me? Unless I'm low key in Jersey or somewhere low key. Like I don't know.
Like I'm a motherfucking superstar. Hold up.
You feel me? Like, and it's important that you actually keep yourself a little exclusive because, you know,
adds more value.
Exactly. So I can't go out to eat up in my hood, in the restaurant in my hood no more because, you feel me? I just can't. I gotta order it. I gotta send my man to go get it. You feel me? If I want to go to the store, if I need something from the store, I gotta, yo, can you get this for me from the store? I can't just, it's like a lot sometimes.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, but you get used
to it. Good pressure, though. That's good pressure. Like, yo, what? Like, yo, you know how happy I was somebody was giving me my job? Like, yo, yo, I can't go. You know I can't go.
Literally.
Sorry.
But like,
you know how it is,
funny,
bro.
I'm not even gonna get into it.
Yeah.
It'd be funny because people take it the wrong way and they be like, you trying to send me a sign. It's like, I'm not trying to send you. It's just, you know, I cannot go to the store right now. You know, I can't hop out and do all that.
Explain that to people.
I'm not about to turn up the store right now and do a movie just because I want to get a bottle of water. You feel me?
Yeah.
When you could just easily go and do it.
So is it a little bit harder now? Like, I would say, like, now that you're starting to see a lot of things change and shit like that?
A lot of things change.
And like with people closer to you?
Circle change.
Yeah.
You end up actually by yourself. It's really lonely. Like they say, it's lonely at the top.
Yeah. They say low key. Like,
it definitely is. I'm not gonna lie, but it's better that way.
It's always lonely at the top.
It's like if me and you can't relate no more, what's the point of being friends? Like it's cool, we've been friends our whole life, but like now niggas got different mindsets. Like I'm on a mission. You're not on that mission. You don't see my vision. So we can't relate in nothing. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I just distance myself and I slowly I fall back from everybody because it's a lot of weird shit going on. People want to use you and shit. And like,
so
littlest things.
What's one thing you learn now in the business side? And I don't even like to use like female term. As you can see, I've been calling you a rapper, like just straight up rapper. Like, but as a female though, in the game though, and things that you've seen that's like, oh shit, like what the fuck? Like
that is really a business.
Yeah.
That's what I really learned, that this music shit is really a business, like a real legit business. It's like I don't know if I can say it, but it's like drugs. You feel me?
It is what it is. Showbiz.
And you gotta keep moving it, and you gotta keep, because once you let up, somebody else gonna come and take your shit.
Yo, you understand the term of the show must go on, right? That shit is crazy, right? Like, yo, it be crazy as fuck. Like, yo, you be like, word? Like,
it's crazy, but that's just what it is.
That's how
when you see shit from the other side.
Yo,
not as a fan. Now you seen it as an artist.
As like, yo, I'm making money.
Way different.
It's like, how much for me to go here? I'm not coming out of my house. How much is it?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
But I like it though.
That's fire.
I like it. For now.
another question I have, like, do you see like that certain things that you like? Let's say, for example, like if you're doing a music video, certain things you gotta do. Like if it's like more certain things that you gotta add to it. Like let's say, for example, you gotta do more explicit things. Like let's say you gotta do like in your music videos. I know you always do this shit. You stick out your tongue out a lot, yo.
I like to stick out my tongue. That's
But
just my
like things like that, do you
personality.
feel like that adds more value and more funk and more spice to what you
It
do?
adds more spice and more funk for sure. More value, not really. It's about what you spitting, your energy, your vibe. You feel me? You don't gotta be shaking ass. You don't gotta be showing titties and all day. You feel me?
I know that's really your thing though. Like you really be doing that. That's really your thing. I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, you'll twerk here and there. I'm like, all right, but like you'll really do that. I'm like, yo, you really think? I was like, yo, she takes on her tongue. What does she think? She Jordan? I was like, she out here thinking she's Jordan or some shit. Yeah, I see you though. I see you. You thought you was slick. I noticed that. That was like one thing I really, cause like I went to school for like filming shit too. So like I be peeping things. So when I watch music videos, I watch it from a whole different perspective.
Okay.
So I'll be watching. I'm like, oh shit, like wow, like a lot of. I was like, that's your thing. Like
yeah, that's
certain
one of my
directors-
things. That's
yeah.
one of my things for sure.
Like I was like, that's her thing in all her music videos. I'm like, yo,
yeah.
I was like, Jesus Christ. But you as a person, like, would you say that you're like a very energetic person?
No. I'm chill. I don't like to be bothered. I don't like noise too much. I don't like loud people around me. Like bitches that always yell. You know them loud, annoying ass
Hate the
bitches.
shit out of me.
That shit's
Yo,
annoying.
oh my
I hate
God,
that shit.
yeah.
Like I'm a smoker. I smoke weed. It's weed. It's not a vape. I smoke weed. So weed smokers, we like to chill. I like to chill, vibe, listen to music,
Mm-hmm.
chop it up with my mans here and there, but that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, who are your top 5 like artists? Well, you could pick. You could either pick mix it up like Spanish artists and English artists,
Top 5?
or
5 is a lot.
you could pick like your top 5 English artists or your top 5 like both top 5 Spanish and English.
Well, top 1 is Geezly for sure.
I bet
That's no
Spanish and English both.
little baby. Glorilla. Cardi. I like Cardi. I fuck with Cardi.
Glorilla.
Fuck with
Glorilla's good.
Anuel too. Anuel is fire. Trap. I fuck with Young Chimmy. You know, I like real street rap, like ghetto, fly shit, gangsta nigga shit. You know, like talk hot, daddy. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I like.
Oh, you like the
Just a little bit.
roughneck nigga. Nah, let me stop.
All that. Yeah, that's exactly what I like.
So what's in the advice you would give like to a female that's trying to do this whole rap game, trying to get into this rap game?
Stay focused. Stay consistent. Don't let the pressure get to you because it's gonna definitely try to get to you. You gotta work 10 times harder because you're a female. Make sure your shit fire, and yeah, don't fall in love with none of these little rappers. And that's it.
Oh, I said the same thing, that last part.
Huh?
I always say that last part.
Yeah.
People be asking me, like, oh, what should I do?
Keep it cute.
Yeah. But I don't fall in love with nobody.
Can't
But
stay
yeah.
with nobody. If it happens, it happens. But
No,
try
obviously,
not
but
to.
not in the times when you're trying to get your bread. Like,
Exactly.
I
Right
say, wait
now,
till you're
don't
32,
focus
wait
on
till you're
no
33.
relationship, none of that boyfriend shit. Right now, you gotta stay. If you're gonna dedicate yourself, you gotta dedicate yourself 25/8. Like,
Nah, fuck that. I say do the
Every-
Jeter. Nah, do
you
the
even got
Jeter.
time for a joint. Like, get yourself a toy and play with yourself, girl. You gonna need it.
That's a good one. Hey, shit, makes sense.
It's true.
I just say do the Jeter and wait till you're 30. He waited till he retired. Like, motherfucker, then he got
Right.
kids and all that shit and then got
Exactly.
married. Like, what? But, yo, anything else you got? Like, any shows, anything?
Yeah, I got a
the
show.
fans should
I
know
got
any
a show.
Albums?
I got a show. What is
singles,
it, Friday.
you know?
I got a show Friday now in South Carolina, North Carolina.
You gonna like it. It's dope out there. Been
I've
there.
never been over there. Like, what's
It's
that
dope.
vibe over there?
Very country.
Very country.
You gonna get treated like a superstar. I swear to God. You think I'm playing? They love us up there. I mean,
I'm going to DR. I'm about to go to DR, shoot a video, big song coming out with Kiko El Crazy. Shout out my man Kiko.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, more things coming. A lot of things coming. A lot. Stay tuned. Remember the space, Geezly. Yeah.
All right. Yo, you heard it here first. Baba Sucia. Like and subscribe.
We out of here. Oh.
Comment. We out.